Well, that was a good rest. Let's now properly get to Father Gascoigne, hopefully. Ah, what a welcoming surprise, just a hail of bullets.
Hate it when that happens.
Obviously.
Think you woke them up too.
Ow. Honestly, I could make a JoJo reference, but I don't know about that. Widow Mista was very specific with his bullets.
Don't worry, we'll beat it with our tiny music box.
I mean, I best not to abuse it and just leave it for the next phase. Because obviously this fight has... This is kinda sorta the moment where Hidetaka Miyazaki loves to have boss fights taking multiple phases, almost all of them. Elden Ring actually has all of them do that. There you go. Nice and juicy. Ow. When it comes to the humanoid bosses, since we're kind of, combating kind of like you just with the cheat of infinite stamina and stuff like that, the trick is to fight that angle, as in, when they like roll or try to attack, they tend to, oh shit, second phase. Yeah, that's the thing. Hunters tend to also transform like that into beasts if they go out of control, so... You need to watch out, but obviously that also means Gascoigne now is more danger, and I think the music also has changed to reflect that. It's not even a Jekyll and Hyde situation, unfortunately. It's just it's enough to make a man mad. I think that's what he said. Still, like I said, when it comes to humanoid bosses, you have to take into account the dead angle, or angle mort, as it's said in French. As in the part of the attack where they don't have a cover, basically.
Well, we're nearly there.
Don't jinx it, please. I'm gonna hold you responsible for that.
What? Because it's like...
Okay, no, fire doesn't do that much.
Well, anyway,
There you go, all done. We're done, thankfully.
See, I told you we were nearly there.
And we get the Odeon Tomb Key as a result. Let's give it a look-see, shall we? If you noticed, there are no soul bosses, boss souls equivalent. That's because you can get their weapons in a different way, if you're wielding something unique. Anyway, key to the gate that blocks the Tomb of Odeon. Beyond the tomb, Odeon Chapel can be found in the center of the cathedral ward. Only today, the church is abandoned, and some say that the residents of Odeon have all gone mad. It's something
I think everyone is around here a little bit.
We'll have to think. You've also might have noticed that if you pay attention again to the top right corner of my HUD, my insight level is increased also a bit more by defeating the boss. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything.
So, I've gotten quite a bit further into Pokemon Scarlet and Scarlet.
Yeah, the Scarlet version. Hold on, we have something here. Remember, this is the place where we just fought the Gascoigne, and then there's the body of someone. Seems to be a woman. Let's just check the item, and it's... Oh. It's a red jewel brooch. You might remember this is the item that the little girl told us to be worried about. So let's give it a bit of a look. A woman's bright red brooch, engraved with the name Viola. Oh. Perhaps the jewel is a gift from a hunter, used to change into a droplet of blood gem that fortifies any weapon. With a proper workshop tool, various weapons can be fortified. I get the idea this little girl is not gonna have her parents coming back home soon. But we'll cross that bridge in a second. Continue, Dibs.
I've got up to the point where I've beaten the Team Stars fairy boss, and I've beaten the fake dragon type.
So, if I understand correctly, you already met the gym leader that is a rapper, right?
I don't know, because the thing about that, you can do the gyms and anything else in any order.
Yeah, in the order that you want, they really try with the whole open world shtick.
In terms of gym leaders, the most memorable ones that I've encountered so far are is the streamer one, Yono, and
the VTuber,
and that guy who's really obsessed with food making.
The Bergenwurst fighter hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. What the hell does that even mean? Anyway, you might notice that the chests in this game are very bulky. That's because there aren't that many, and you don't even have mimics, so don't worry about that. And here we get the Blood Gem Workshop tool, which will be useful to craft stuff, like for example, from the brooch that we got. But opening the door here, we get a cutscene. For some reason, because honestly, it's just appending to the location we're about to enter. It's nothing too particular. You think we will get like a double dual boss, so like one immediately after, but thankfully we are spared from that. Instead, we get a greeting to the Teacher Odeon Chapel. This is not necessarily a hub, but it will be kind of a centralized area out of which we can proceed through different directions. And if I recall correctly, on our right there's this gentleman. Let's talk to him, why not?
Hmm? Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good.
I don't even know what accent is this guy
These
going
hunts of
for.
everyone all
It
locked
sounds
up
almost
inside,
like American Southern,
waiting for it to
but
end.
that would be
It
very
always
out of
does.
place
Always
considering,
has, you know.
we're a very British
Since
town.
forever. But it won't end nicely. Not this time.
And no, I don't
Some
remember
folks
what it's
hiding
called. I
inside
think
are
the
going
Beggar, I think.
Screams
It doesn't
of
have
women
a
folk,
definitive name, so I
the
don't know
stench of
who is
blood.
voiced by.
The snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about 'em, tell 'em about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell 'em to come on over. If you wouldn't mind.
Well, this guy gives up pretty easily. Yeah, this is pre-character development level low bottom.
Tell 'em
Poor
about
guy.
this here Erden Chapel. If they see
Okay,
work
found
being
him,
told,
the
that
Chapel
is.
Samaritan. He's
Oh,
voiced
and
by
I do
Daniel
sincerely
Fine.
hope they are.
Can you check what has he done with?
Okay, Daniel Fine.
I mean, with an
I know
attitude
I
like that,
shouldn't
this
be
character
asking
is
that,
definitely not
If you
fine.
happen upon someone while hunting, tell them about this here Erden Chapel. If they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
This poor guy is just trying to help out, and as he told us, so if we found any survivors, we can send here at the Odeon Chapel. And say, didn't we had an old lady who actually needed a place to find? I wonder.
He's not had any IMDb roles since 2018. But as for what he has been in, he's been in an episode of The Royal, additional voices in Lego The Hobbit.
To be fair, British, so...
Some other random stuff.
Mostly TV from what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Alright, let's see if the doll wants to talk
Welcome
with us
home,
also.
good. What is it? Over time, countless hunters have visited this stream. The graves here stand in their memory.
Oh, so the graves here are
It all
representative of the
seems
previous
so long
hunters.
ago now.
So, again, the
Farewell,
Night
good
of the Hunt
hunter.
is being basically a recurring
May you
festival
find your
in
worth in the waking
Yarnam.
world.
You know, Corona has different kind of festivities, like the gopher hunt. Yarnam has the hunt the beast in the street kind of festivity. I mean, to each their own, I guess, but... Let me see. No, he's not here yet. One day we'll catch old man German in the act of sleeping there. Alright, let me use the... if I talk... Oh, there he is, German. Let me talk to him.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits.
The thing that he's talking with us right now about the Holy Chalice, that's for the multiplayer component of the game, kinda sorta. Outside of the traditional PvP, this game has a sort of a randomly generated dungeon system, but trust me, I will talk to you about that after we defeat a certain boss. It's a treat, trust me.
Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb.
I've also got a new. I got a cinema
And the
ticket.
few
What are you going to
found
see?
their way to the surface
Tron
were
Ares.
lost.
Why? Like, okay, I get the
I've seen
curiosity.
the other two.
I get curiosity about seeing the movie, but why can't you just wait until it hits Disney Plus?
One of the holy
Because I haven't seen a Tron film in the cinema
is
yet.
worship.
I mean, fair enough, I guess. I'm sure there is something better to watch, though.
Yet the town is in disarray.
They're not out yet.
It
Oh,
was
well.
burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only.
Remember again, Waves, outside of the 9 Inch Nails soundtrack, what was your opinion on Legacy, Tron Legacy?
Wouldn't you say?
And the Tron Legacy was Daft Punk.
Sorry, my bad, 9 Inch Nails is this one. Well, can you tell me what was your opinion on the story?
In the valley.
It's fine.
Because I heard it's a bit polarizing these days, apparently.
Perfect place.
Well, I mean, the story isn't really anything to write home about.
Fair enough.
One of the
Oh, and the guy who played Tron in the first and second movie, he's flat out said he's not going to play Tron again.
I mean, to be fair, I think he's relatively old. It was kind of a novelty when he
He's
reprised...
75.
Yeah, it was kind of a novelty when he reprised that role for Kingdom Hearts 2. And then they called him back to voice the character in the tie-in video games for Tron Legacy. But I get it why he's just, you know, not caring anymore about role. You know, fair enough. Just get the... If you need to bring back the character, just pick a voice actor and making his mask covering his face or something. There you go. Anyway, the gemstones are basically small power-ups that you can give to your weapons. Each weapon can carry up to 3, and they come in different shapes. For example, a star or a crescent moon or something. Now, that means also that we can obtain them from specific items, like the red jewel brooch. Like this. Pop! And we get the red blood gem. Let's see what it does, shall we? Boost rally potential plus 180. If I recall correctly, just, you know, it's best for the attack. Okay. Yeah, why not? Alright, let's use this to teleport back to Giuseppe's clinic, because I think what I'm thinking about might have happened now. Like I said, the biggest one of the biggest problem to me about the mobility in this game is the fact that you cannot teleport between the lanterns like you could do in the bonfires in the Dark Souls games. You need to forcefully come back to the Hunter's Dream and then pick a destination from there. It's not that too much of a cumbersome, but the loading screens are noticeable. If you want me to travel, just make me use one stop and everything. Alright, let me see if by knocking at the door something happens.
Oh, well.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Well.
Splendid.
That doesn't sound
Let
like
me
the
ask you
previous
a small
Dr.
kindness.
Josefka. This sounds like Lucy Briggs
You're soon
instead.
off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you
What?
find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic.
Okay, now something is
Upon my
definitely wrong,
Hippocratic oath,
because the previous
if they are
doctor did
yet
not
human,
wanted
I
anyone
will
to
after
enter,
them.
not just me, but this
Perhaps
one
even
wants
cure
actually,
them.
people to be sent there for her to
Sickness,
help.
These beasts, they are not to be feared.
No, it's the same person, and they just
This
changed
time
their
the night is
mind.
long.
It's fine.
I may
Clearly.
be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer
You're
a
not
reward
trapped,
for
you're just
your
too lazy to
cooperation.
open the door.
Tempted? Well, off you go
Not to
then.
mention, her way of speaking sounds a bit feverish.
If you find
I don't
anyone
know.
who's still human,
I cannot really distinguish
them
much of her
straight
form
to
from behind the
Yusefka's
window, but
clinic.
there's a white tunic.
you
I
can
mean,
assure
fitting for a
them
doctor, I
there's
guess.
no place safer. Please, do me this service.
Yeah, I want to kill them myself. I mean, I'll heal them.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's use this time to actually go back into the city.
Well, stab them. I mean, give them surgery.
Clearly. Have some radiant water, why not? That's a good old remedy, I guess.
Yeah, I'll give her my special brand of water that will definitely cure all diseases. Why are you calling me a snake oil salesman?
This is not Red Dead Redemption, please. Okay, since you told me you're at that point in Pokemon Scarlet, I'm curious. How did you find, not reveal much, but the whole subplot about Team Star?
Well, bearing in mind I haven't completed that one yet, it's solid enough. Especially with the backstories you get out of each
Leader that you defeat.
Team Star leader you beat, yeah.
Okay, when the trailers were released for the game, I thought they were going through a bit of a different direction, so I admit that I was a bit disappointed by the final product. Again, I thought they were going through a different direction, but so there was a bit of a disappointment, but the final product is still fine. And besides, I argue the game has, other surprises that I won't tell you obviously, that I think compensate for that. Alright, let's go to the old lady and tell her the good news, I guess. Knock knock.
Interestingly enough, the guy who's composed the Team Star themes, his last Pokemon game was Black 2 and White 2, so it's been over like 10 years before he did another Pokemon game.
Alright, it's time for a choice, so both of you are still involved. So, the old lady here wants to find a safe place for us to, send her to. We can tell her to go to the Odeon Chapel, where there's the, the beggar there who, seems like good intention, but could always be lying, for all we know. Or go to Yusefka's clinic, where the doctress clearly doesn't seem to be very glued together, but who knows, she might genuinely help. So which is it, Dweebs?
Go to the definitely not dodgy clinic.
Shiri?
Go to the church.
Okay then, guess I need to resolve again with the coin toss. Dweebs, you'll still be my judge for that. You who chose Joseph Gascoigne will be Head. Shiroi, who chose Odeon Chapel, will be Tails. Go on.
Alright, it's gonna refresh. Tails.
So Odeon Chapel it is.
I don't trust that woman's voice at the clinic.
What are you talking about? It's posh, therefore it's trustworthy.
Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do?
Oh, see, Grandma actually seems to
Get this mess
reward me even though I'm an outsider. I'm gonna. It's we take those wins when you can get.
Yes.
Alright, while we're actually in the area, let's give the news to the child. I know it's a bad thing, you know, for her to learn, but, you know, I think it's better than to just, you know, let her be in the dark forever. Let me just... I think it's best if I have to come back from the way I came. Alright, not here. Honestly, Dweebs, again, when it comes to composing for the Pokemon games, you know, in recent times they actually allow themselves to have more leeway to what they did, even outside of, you know, having Toby Fox composing a couple of stuff.
Well, I mean, Junichi Masuda's recently left Game Freak. He's now a creative fellow at the Pokemon company, so I'm guessing...
They just need the, you know, new fresh blood and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Goichi knows, he's still there at Game Freak. He's been composing since Gen 2.
Also, I don't remember actually who are credited for the remixes done in Masters EX, but I can tell you they're really damn good. So whoever is actually doing those actually knows about what they're doing.
Well, one of them is, well, there's a whole team of them, but one of them's Shota Kageyama, who, he was at Game Freak from Heart Gold and Soul Silver to X and Y, well, and as well as the remixes in Omega Ruby.
You know, yeah.
And he's been involved back and forth since. His most recent work was in Pokemon Sleep.
Right, to be fair, I can imagine that has to be some kind of music.
Yeah, okay, I haven't heard Pokemon Sleep music yet, but all I can imagine is weird remixes of battle themes.
Alright, let's talk to the little girl.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum.
No, can't find the mother.
Oh, okay.
That's a lie
I
to
can
her.
wait. But isn't there something I can do? Maybe Mum and Dad are stuck out there, waiting for me to come and find them.
Child, I don't think it's a good idea, but we can also send her to one safe place. So once again, I have to ask you, where do we send this child? To the Odeon Chapel or to Yosefka's clinic? I would like to remind you that compared to the old lady, which was fairly near each of the places, this is a child in this kind of environment, so ponder your choice very well. Please.
Go to the clinic.
Shiroi.
Screw it, go to the clinic.
Alright. You're getting your vaccinations today, kid.
Yeah, get vaccinated.
As much as Mum and Dad.
Aww.
Hello, Dad. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. I love you almost as much as Mum.
I sure hope I'm not gonna regret that in the future. Well, okay, again, I will not give any kind of context, but remember, okay, even more so than the Souls game, the tagline for this particular, you know, game is that there are no happy endings. So, you know, what we do is only relative. Ow.
So it's just which ending is worse.
It's still worth giving a choice, but you know, don't get your hopes too high, basically.
I mean, games generally don't promise happy endings, so yeah.
I was watching a review of Soma recently, and I forgot that at the beginning they actually, you know, have a cheeky, tongue-in-cheek kind of way of saying having a piece of newspaper that is cut in a way that spells the phrase "the game has a surprise at the end," which is particularly cruel considering what Soma is all about, but still.
The surprise is nothing. You get to go home.
It's very, very complicated because Soma is a surprisingly deep kind of game, but again, it's not even a thing that say, oh, wait until the commentary, because it's okay. As a game, it's a bit slow paced, and it's one of those that love to have damage being inflicted to you with a glitchy screen. Not as intrusive as say Signalis, but it's still operating on machine logic. So right now I'm about to face, I think, another boss, because why not? While we're at it. Oh, hold on, what is this? When the hunt began, the Healing Church abandoned us, blocking the great bridge to the cathedral ward, as they burned old Yarnam to the ground on that moonlit night. Burn! Burn to the ground! Burn!
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, let me use this to actually level up a bit. Okay, we'll save the detail if there's ever a chance me, Jova and Waves will actually check the game, but I don't even know if that's gonna happen. Soma is actually made by the developers of the Amnesia franchise, you know, like the Dark Descent, as in the OG streamer bait kind of game. Let me level up a bit.
Very well.
Okay, 3 levels. Okay, so we put it 1, 2, and 3. Okay. It's about a person living in Canada, in Toronto, that goes to make a brain scan because he had a car accident and has actual physical brain damage. So he wants to do a brain scan because it's experimental technology where theoretically, with a scan of his brain, they could run tests onto the scan, and if they found a successful one that actually works, they can apply the same treatment physically. So he goes to take the scan and promptly wakes up in a complete different location. An underwater facility, because Bioshock was very popular at the time, let's face it. And he has to find out how did he got there and what is happening. Like I said, the ending is contentious, and to this day, a lot of debates about the themes of the game are still particularly annoying, because I argue it's a bit more cut and dry, but a lot of people actually make it out to be. But the longer explanation will have to wait another time. Especially because, like I said, I think I'm about to go get another boss. This one is particularly optional, but while we're at it, after we're done with Gascoigne, we can properly try this one. Let me... Yeah, there's this guy and the ravens. There you go. And by moving forward at the end of a bridge, we get this guy, the Cleric Beast, the most known boss of the entire game for a very good reason. Outside of very memorable music theme, the screams that it does, which if you heard, it's the same one that we heard while we were going up the staircase. Don't grab me, you piece of shit.
He just wants to hug.
And I don't want to hug the fucking weird dog deer enemy.
Oh no, it's that creature that Calicarus ran into that one time.
Yeah,
the dog, deer, cow, deer, dog, wolf rat.
Honestly, I'm reminded more of the Man-Bear Pig with Al Gore tried to find in South Park.
And unlike Icarus, this guy doesn't suddenly just vanish.
Mostly because this does not operate on the...
cheating, Tio?
No.
So then why is the dog, deer, cows, and after you?
Because people in this night love to turn into beasts. I don't know who tell you. Also, you might have noticed, but because I had to hit it very close, the camera tends to, you know, have a bit of a moment. When I get close to it. Ow.
Is the camera the real boss fight?
People have made the kind of the joke about that, yes.
It's like playing an old Sonic game. Sonic Adventure specifically, that edition.
Ow, 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 ow. I need to find the correct timing. I think for this particular scream they actually employed a VA, but I can tell you that for another, which we'll not see for a very long time, trust me, it's for a very late boss, they actually recycled a stock scream from, believe it or not, William Hanna's repertoire of scream, because they actually registered in the stock library. Ow. So there's a bit of a goofy kind of idea of having, you know, one of these abominations having to scream with the same energy of Tom the cat. Okay, let's try on the longer range.
I love one of
Got
those.
it.
I think I just heard the stock sound effect.
Okay, might have been another stock scream then. I don't think it's actually mentioned, but still. It's still kinda, you know, blood-piercing the way they actually do it. So they really capture the essence of the old beast that is turned into this kind of thing. Oh fuck, I'm out of blood vials to make this count. There you go, done. Took a bit, but first try. And like I said, okay, we get the Sword Hunter badge. Badges here are used for having the shops getting new stuff for you to purchase. You get also a couple of Quicksilver bullets. Now, infamously, this particular door, oh sinister, this particular door seemed to potentially have been connected to a later area in the game and be a shortcut that you could have unlocked. But for some reason, From Software decided to not keep it, decided to keep it closed at all points in the game. So you basically run into a dead end, like already. Which also makes, again, the Cleric Beast completely, optional. So,
They just forgot to give you the key.
Potentially. It's not even labeled closed, this door is locked kind of message. It's just that it's like they even probably forgot to give it in the prompt. Miss?
Welcome home, good hunter.
Wake up.
I must have drifted off.
We need to be ever
What
so
is it you
gentle,
desire?
Libs, please.
Over time.
What was her name again?
She doesn't really have a name. I think she's either called like the doll or the automaton.
Let me stand. Farewell, good. May you.
Alright, let's see what the new Spore of Madness is sold here. The Kirk Hammer. No, thank you. I don't wanna start beating the enemies while Star Trek fight, the classic Star Trek fighting music is in the background. Alright, back to the Cathedral Ward. And since we actually had told the old lady to come here, she's here! Let's talk to her.
No, no. I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess
Fine
Yarnum's
lark?
in, it's all your fault.
Like, I think I get
It's
what
the
she's
outsiders.
meaning, but still.
Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me.
Grandma! Come on!
You. Stay away from me.
Why are these Yarnamites so mean? Jesus Christ.
Stepped on a farm or whatever.
She's clearly the grumpy old lady kind of type. Alright, let's see outside here. Oh, hello there. Sorry, nothing to see here. The fuck are you? Alright, I forgot to actually stock up the blood vials. Also, there are a bunch of ravens. Oh, more Madman's knowledge. Fantastic. And if I recall correctly, up here is a closed gate. Oh god, another guy. Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Oh fuck, he brought his friend too. And I'm dead. Well, that leaves me, you know, a good time to actually stock up again on blood vials to go in the future. I think that's also a dead end anyway, because there's a closed gate. Cathedral Ward will basically be our next, not necessarily dungeon, but major area. Alright, let me see if I have... yes, a song called Deer. So let me use this time to actually go and get the blood echoes that I left. Right, I don't think I actually talked about this mechanic. Just in case. If you actually die near an enemy, this game in particular introduces this mechanic, where if you die in the air where are a lot of enemies and your exact position when you're dead is close to a spawning point of an enemy, when you come back, that particular enemy that's standing there, like the raven that I just killed, will have your blood echoes, and it's signaled by the fact that their eyes are glowing purple, you know, or violet. So if you kill them, you get all of your blood echoes immediately as a result. So it's a bit similar to how in Hollow Knight you need to defeat your past selves to get back your, you know, currency equivalent. So there is that. It's not much. Well, while we're at it, let's pay another visit to Yosevka to see if the little girl is alright to her. Why not? Alright, let's talk to Józefka.
Oh, hello. You're all right. Very good. She's safe with me now. I presume you're to thank.
See, the little girl seems to actually have made
The
it.
treatment is going well.
Wait,
Stabilized. For the
Stabilized?
most part.
I don't think she was ill though.
Fascinating, really. Here you are, as promised.
Can I get a lead elixir? What?
Oh, thank goodness you came. Be a
Lead,
dear.
not
Find me some
deadly.
more.
It's like, what are you giving actual mercury to drink or something?
You.
I'm starting remembering with what was that quote from Toy Story that Buzz says, like, I don't think that man has ever been in medical school.
I
I don't
endeavor to
believe that
treat
man's ever
every
been to
survivor
medical
there
school.
is.
Yeah, I get the idea
please,
this woman might have
be a
followed the
saint.
same, you know, thought, because what the hell is happening? Well, that's for us to later to find out. I mean, return back to the Hunter's Dream, so I actually have to go back to Cathedral Ward. Let's ignore the gated part of Cathedral Ward and instead go here. Oh, there's another fucking guy with a lantern. There you go. Please stay down. There you go. Get parried, fucking casual. Alright, let's see. There's more blood vials, thank god. If I recall correctly, there's another item here. Top hat, under grab, yeah. Let me see. No blood vials. Let's see if the new attire. No, it really sucks. Hat worn by hunters while mine formality. Some hunters place an emphasis on form, as seen by the use of the threaded cane. For them, formality, beauty, and justice are the very essence of our humanity, and precisely what keeps hunters from becoming something else. Like, sure, whatever you think, buddy. The hunter garb is a bit better, but clearly more protecting, more free towards the physical stuff. I'll think about it in between parts. Speaking of which, it's almost time, so let's conclude things by trying to go through this direction. Why not? Let's see where that item is. Oh, also here. Cold Blood DU and more Molotov cocktails. Thankfully I'm still gonna be needing them for the future, but unfortunately late game the Molotov starts to become a bit useless. Okay, I need to return here later because there's something that gets unlocked later. So let's go up here instead. This door was unlocked to begin with. And if we go here... Okay, no surprises. There's a madman's knowledge. So let's pull the lever. And it moves...
Make sure it's the right one.
Yes. It pulls the tomb to unlock a set of stairs, which will go there in a second. For now, let me continue here, because I think around this part... yes, there it is. There is another NPC we can talk to praying to this particular monument dedicated to a martyr, so let's talk to this person.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out.
Dude, I'm right here. Can you turn?
Beg pardon. You may call me Alfred.
This guy's called Alfred.
Protege of Master
Now, I
Ligarius,
don't remember
hunter of vile bloods.
what the name of his voice
So,
actor is, but I
what
know
say you?
who he is, because
Our
it's
prey
the
might
same
differ,
voice actor
but we're
that voiced
hunters,
Solaire
both of us.
in the first
Why
Dark
not
Souls.
cooperate
They chose
and discuss
deliberately
the
to
things
get the
we've
same
learned?
guy for a role slightly similar. So, speaking of which, let's cooperate.
Oh, very
Do you
good.
get your patches
Very good
equivalent
indeed.
at all?
Take this
We'll have to
to
see about
celebrate
that.
our acquaintance.
And I get a fire paper. This particular item serves to enchant. It's the equivalent of enchanting your weapon with elemental affinity. And a prey gesture.
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
This seems to be a nice
There
guy.
must be oodles for us to
So
share.
let's conclude the part
Go on.
by learning
Just
a bit
tell
of
me what piques
information
your
from him,
interest.
shall we? Specifically starting with the healing church.
As you know, the healing
As
church
you
is
know.
the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution.
Why are you telling
But I
me
have
this?
heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
Well, what about Bergenworth? We have heard that name.
Bergenworth is an old place of learning, and the tomb of the gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Bergenworth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can
So you're
be
telling me
traced
that a
back
bunch
to
of college
Bergenworth.
kids found something in a
But
tomb
today,
and that
the college
established a
lies
religious
deep within
cult?
a tangled wood, abandoned and
Did
decrepit.
fucking Eli Roth
And
wrote
furthermore,
this?
the Healing Church has declared Bergenworth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage
Yeah, it
through
seems
the
only
gate.
the scholar knows the password towards
I bid you
way
farewell.
through.
It has been a pleasure.
We'll have to
May the
think
good
and remember
blood
that for
guide
the
your
future.
way.
Oh well. Alright, I think that's a good way to end the part, so tune in for the next time where we try to find more info about our surroundings in Cathedral Ward. So we'll see you for that. See ya!
See ya.
See ya.